Get ready with me while I talk about how I brought my dog to Europe. So I have a 2-year-old Woodle. She is a mix of a Wheaten Terrier and a Poodle. Her name is Mimi. And we just got back from a little Europe trip because my boyfriend is from Switzerland, and so we go there usually about once a year. I will start by saying that every airline is different and every country is different. So in this case, I was flying Delta and I was traveling into Switzerland and France. I do have letters for Mimi to be an emotional support animal and a psychiatric service dog from a psychiatrist I worked with, but actually this time I just traveled with her as like a regular dog in a little carrier. She's like a medium-sized dog, so she can't fit into like one of those small little like cubicle things, but she can fit into like a bag carrier. And the requirement from the airline is really just that it like fits within a certain dimension. And when Mimi gets into this bag, she just like curls up and goes to sleep. When I took her to Mexico, she actually just needed to be an emotional support animal and she could go just under the seat without a bag. Again, totally depends on which country and airline you're going to. It was a long flight. It was 8.5 hours there and then about 8 hours back. But the way I thought of it was that Mimi usually sleeps like 8 to 10 hours at night anyways, just like I do. So I just made sure that she stayed up like all day and we went on like a really long walk and she was tired so that when we could get on, she would just go to sleep. I didn't medicate her. Also, keep in mind that my dog has been traveling on the New York City subway with me like since she was 6 months old. So the idea of going on a plane or traveling does not faze her at all. She's always grown up around like transportation, around a lot of people. And so she's honestly really comfortable and just goes to sleep. I saw a lot of questions about whether or not I had to quarantine her. And the answer is no. Switzerland and France do not require that. And this is the crazy part. So I'm required to make sure that she's microchipped and bring proof of that and that she has a rabies vaccine. She has all of her vaccinations. I had all of the paperwork because I'm like overly anxious about being prepared for this stuff. And for both these countries, you're technically required to have a USDA good health certificate. Not all good health certificates have to be from a USDA registered vet, but this one does. So I did a lot of research for it. I found a vet like deep in Brooklyn that was certified and I took Mimi there. I paid $600 for this appointment and to get this like weird certificate that was basically just like delivered to the vet and I had to go pick it up in person. I have this good health certificate that has like a notary and everything and literally nobody asked me for it. Like I came over prepared. I had my little folder of documents. I have Mimi. We're like going through customs and nobody stops me. Nobody asks me about her. Nobody asks me even to do an exam or anything. I literally just went through customs and I flagged like, oh, I have my dog. And they literally said, okay, like bienvenue, welcome to Switzerland. It was different when I took her to Mexico. When I was in Mexico and she came with me, I had a good health certificate that didn't have to be from a registered USDA vet, but I had a good health certificate and they pulled me aside. We did a full exam. They actually threw away her dog food because you can't bring in food. But in this case, I literally like walked in, I flagged that I had a dog and they were like, great. Again, that was my experience. I